power, the durability, and on a homeowner purchase of it, it's a 5-year warranty on the Echo one, where you get the Toro, the Greenworks. You're talking a 1-year warranty on them, and it's a less powerful battery. But by far, the Echo would be my top choice also for a battery-powered hedge trimmer.
Thank you. Do you folks sell them there at your store?
I have them in Bethel. Mike has them in Sarver. I know Eddie has them out in Mars. I don't know about the rest of the True Value stores, but those 3 I know do.
Thank you. What's the price? Around $300 or something like that?
It may be a little bit higher than that.
I think it's like $350 to $400 for the hedge trimmers. The grass trimmers are like $189 to $49. There's different models, but I think the hedge trimmer is $300 plus.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Sure.
I'm sure I'll be purchasing it and make my life a lot simpler. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
You know, you can't stress it enough, though. These battery-powered pieces of equipment with the gas prices where it is, they're going to pay for themselves this summer. It's
like we've switched you up to the lawnmower, the trimmer, the blowers. But, Mike, I mean, for years and years and years, every single Saturday, I would have an employee putting extension cords back together or putting new ends on extension cords for people using hedge trimmers, the electric hedge trimmers, and cut the cord up, cut the cord up, cut the cord. But with the battery powered units out there, that seems to be less. I don't know. It's probably been, I couldn't even tell you the last time someone brought in an extension cord that they cut the end off of it with the hedge trimmer. So that's something you really got to watch out for. But the convenience of not having that cord, it makes sculpting those hedges and cutting those hedges so much better with the battery-powered units.
All right, time to get a break in here, and then we'll come back. All of our phone lines are empty. We took care of some business, and that means it's your opportunity to phone in with all of your home improvement questions. 866-391-1020, 866-391-1020. Rob Taylor coming up with that news update at the bottom of the hour. Then we come right back for 2 more full segments of your phone calls on the True Value Home Improvement Show. 866-391-1020.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-700-6898, 800-700-6898, or biglou.com.
It used to be the sole function for a kitchen was food preparation. We cooked in the kitchen and we dined in the dining room. But times have changed. And although today the kitchen is still where we cook, it's also where we share meals, have an important family conversation, and even help the kids with their homework.
That's right. Today's kitchens are multi-use areas and should be designed accordingly. And that's where we come in. Petite Kitchen and Bath will make your new kitchen a warm and inviting place for family and guests alike. We'll make it supremely functional and beautiful.
You know, they say the heart of any home is the family kitchen. Make your kitchen great. Discover why generations of satisfied customers have chosen Petite Kitchen and Bath Design Center.
Visit our showroom on Route 50 or call us at 412-279-2222. Haven't you waited long enough?
PA 625.
What if you could buy a flippable, two-sided mattress made with the finest materials that cost less than other luxury brands? This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory, and this is exactly what you'll find with our new Orthos line, available exclusively at OMF. We build these by hand using premium materials like wool and cotton. It's old-world craftsmanship with modern comfort, our most extraordinary sleep system. Built locally at a price other luxury brands just can't match. Visit the Original Mattress Factory and experience the Orthos line for yourself.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It is 78 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 10:30. I'm Rob Taylor. This just into the KDK Radio newsroom. While the Allegheny County pools are opening today for the 2026 summer season, including the Boyce Park Wave Pool, Settlers Cabin Wave Pool, and South Park, officials have just told KDK Radio that the North Park Pool will not open today due to some mechanical issues. So the other three are opening today starting at 11:30, about an hour from now. Again, those are the Boyce Park Wave Pool, Settlers Cabin Wave Pool, and South Park Wave Pool. Deer Lakes and Round Hill spray parks will open for the season, and they are free for all visitors, and the season passes for the county pools are available for purchase. They're open all summer except July 4th and Labor Day. And again today, North Park Pool not open today. Pittsburgh police investigating after a woman was stabbed downtown. It happened around 9:15 Friday night following an altercation between two people in the 700 block of 2nd Avenue. Female victim suffered stab wounds to her arm. She was transported to the hospital. No word on her condition, and no suspects have been arrested. KDK Radio News Time, it's 10:31. Next updates at 11. I'm Rob Taylor on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDK.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for 26 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A spotty morning shower gives way to the risk for some severe weather this afternoon and evening, with thunderstorms capable of flash flooding, hail, damaging winds, even a tornado with a high of 79. Then cloudy for tonight with a low of 64 before clouds break for some sun tomorrow, high 84, with even more sun Monday, high 85. For AccuWeather, I'm LaTroy Thornton, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The following program is paid for by True Value.
The Home Improvement Hour with the guys from True Value.
All right, so I wasn't the only one talking about birds. Steve in Greensburg's got a bird-related question on the True Value Home Improvement Show. Hey, Steve.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My wife has asked me to call. She listens to you guys every time you're on.
Oh, tell her thank you.
She just loves you guys.
Thank you.
And she's always giving me tips for all my gardening and everything else. But I got
make sure you listen to her.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Make sure you listen to her.
I am. We have a major problem with primarily robins. We have nice landscaping outside, and they want to build their nests everywhere. Every time they build a nest someplace I don't want it, I tear it out. But they seem to be coming all over our porch, and there's just bird crap everywhere. And it's like primarily in our yard. We live in an HOA. All the houses are relatively close. And it's not in anyone else's yard. It's in our yard.
Yeah, they like
under
yours.
our deck in the back. I've done some things like put mint oil, peppermint oil, I just soak a sock, an old sock, with moisturize it and put some peppermint oil on it, and I set that underneath my deck. That seems to have worked for them under the deck, but it's not keeping them off my porch. It's not keeping them off my holly bushes out in front. And there's got to be some way that I don't have room for the spikes and what have you. There's no way to do that. So there's got to be some way to keep birds away.
Well, it's a tough question, especially you're dealing with some, friendly birds like the robins. There's really no true repellent for birds that work well. There's decoys that work well for birds. There's some sonic noise makers that work decently for birds, but netting and is the most effective. But the decoys would be the second most reflective or effective, and then you get into reflective products that are somewhat effective. But repellents don't do a whole lot for birds until you're into some big birds like goose repellents and blue heron repellents and stuff that we use around ponds and lakes and so forth that work well. But robins, your bushes that you want to keep them off, it's pretty much getting deer netting and draping it on those. Most of the repellents for birds are things that you have to use from like mid-May to mid-June. Once you get through the main mating season, the nesting season, and so forth, generally it's not an issue on patios and porches and furniture and underneath decks and stuff like that. It's usually not something that's season long. It's just during mating season time that they seem to be doing it. So in your cases, the netting on your bushes and maybe the crawl spaces, even if it's just for a month and then removing them and it not being an issue after that. But then the decoys are the owls, the snakes, the hawks, those plastic decoys, putting them in strategic areas. They're fairly effective. And it's something, especially even around your porch, you get one of those plastic or blow up owls and hawks and put them, and then every day or every other day move them around the different places. And, so it's not in the same place every single day, so they become immune to it because they think it's just a fixture. These are probably some of the best things that I could suggest to you to do, especially for birds like a robin.
Yeah, I've tried the owl. We actually had an owl that had a moving head on it. The head kind of floated.
Right.
So it made it was very realistic.
Yep.
But after and I moved it around, but after a while, the birds were sitting on top of the owl.
Well, that's it. Once they realize that it's not real, then it's not going to be effective, and that's why when I needed one, I moved it every single day. Sometimes twice a day I would move it. And the more you move it, the more effective it's going to be.
What about like the rubber snakes and what have you?
Yeah.
Can you like put those in a tree? And we just planted some new trees and shrubs in our back, and they weren't. The one of the pine trees wasn't even in a day. And the next morning, they already started building a nest in it.
Yeah, well, that's where the netting is going to be, more effective than the decoys. Can you put snakes in the trees? Absolutely. just make sure you keep moving it so they don't become immune to it.
Sure. Okay. But porch enclosures and what have you, I don't really have any place to put like the spikes or what have you on our porch.
No,
that's
where.
And there's not really a landing spot for them, but they find a landing spot.
Well, that's where the reflective products. There's bird reflective tape, foil pans, anything that moves or reflects or has the shining from the sun. Those are all common ways of deterring birds. And like I said, it's normally just joined for that month and a half, and then it's generally not a problem for the rest of the year.
Okay. Well, very good. You guys are most helpful.
Right,
we appreciate, especially my wife. She just loves you guys.
We said hi.
I'm going to have to start listening as well now. But we do visit True Value.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. So when is the right time to finally remove those nests? When there's no little chicks in there anymore?
Well, I mean that's up to you. If you catch it early enough, and you could, as soon as they start building it, remove them before they lay eggs, then you're keeping ahead of them. Once they lay the eggs, it's your option. You remove them once the eggs are in it. Then you're killing the eggs, of course, or killing the chicks in it. Once the birds have left the nest, then go ahead and remove the nest itself.
That's the best route to take. All right, here's Kay, Pleasant Hills on KDKA. Hey, Kay.
Hi, good morning. Many years ago, I unfortunately had my front porch and cement steps painted. And over the years, the paint has come off. I've tried to keep up with it, but it's starting to flake off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very typical thing. Concrete is a tough one to paint and take paint. Some of the urethane modified latex ones are still the best ones out there because they breathe and allow moisture to come through. But,
still not permanent.
No, still not permanent. And unfortunately, I typically, in your situation, it's going to be an every 3-year project. Clean it up, get all the flaky. This is one of the options you can do. Flake it off, and then it'll coat again with the urethane latex porch paint, and it'll look good for a few more years, and then you'll have to revisit again. Other than covering it with AstroTurf or something like that.
What you have to understand is concrete takes over 100 years to completely cure. So in that time, there is always moisture evaporating out of the concrete into the air. So no matter what surface you put on concrete, sooner or later it's going to be popped off and have to redo it. The only thing to do that is zero maintenance is to never paint it. Just leave it in natural concrete finish or just put the clear coats on it. But once you...
I know. I wish it had been done. I don't like the painting.
Yeah, once it's painted, it's just a matter of, like Mike said, you got to clean off the flaking and recoat it and repaint it. And then in about 3 years, you're going to do the same thing with it. So, you could pressure wash it down. If you can get all of the paint off, then that's fine. Leave it go. But if not, then it's in a situation you have to just get the flaking off and then recoat it and keep doing it every couple of years.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get all of the old paint off.
It's going to be tough.
Happen, but
pressure washing and muriatic acid are your best two for removing the old paint.
Okay, so pressure washing. And what can I get? Any type of paint that will, you say a latex-based?
The modified latex-based porch and floor paints are your best bet because they let the most moisture evaporating from the concrete penetrate the paint without popping the paint.
Okay, yeah, this is pretty old. I'd say about 60 years old, this porch. Can I get it with like grit or sand in it so that it gets some traction?
You can. There's a product called Skid Tex that when you get the paint at any of the True Value stores, they can open up the Skid Tex and put it in the can for you and shake it up to make sure it stirs through it. It's a silica-based sand. It's made just for painting. It's called Skid Tex, and it's an additive for any type of floor and deck paint. It doesn't come pre-added from the factory. We add it at the store level, or you can just buy the Skid Tex and mix it in yourself.
Okay, well, sounds like I've got some work to do then.
Yeah, it's a good Saturday project.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I was hoping it was an easier fix, but I guess not.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your help.
All right.
Thanks, Kay.
All right, 866-391-1020. We'll be back.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Hey folks, my friends at NASCO Roofing take pride in exceeding customer expectations. Scott from Aspinwall was amazed at NASCO's quality, honesty, work ethic, and superior craftsmanship. Scott loved working with NASCO and appreciated that NASCO doesn't use high-pressure sales tactics like other companies. NASCO has satisfied thousands like Scott. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO.
Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Vitchoff of the PA Hypnosis Center is here to help you. He has helped train U.S. Olympic team members control their brains, stay relaxed, focused, and in control, giving them the edge for the gold. He's recognized by many organizations around the world as one of the top hypnotherapists anywhere. He has gotten over 3,000 people to give up cigarettes for good in the last 22 years. He's helped folks even who've tried gastric bypass to lose weight. He can help you and give you a 98% success guarantee. Call 724-934-8446. That's Dan Vitchoff, the PA Hypnosis Center. Mention KDKA and get $50 off any program. But call for a free consultation today, 724-934-8446. The PA Hypnosis Center with Dan Vitchoff. Make that call today, 724-934-8446.
Shopping for replacement windows? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest-lasting windows you can buy.
And we have a great selection of colors and finishes. Experience Metropolitan Window Company. Stop by our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. Getting good legal advice early is never a bad idea. I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. If you or anyone you know is facing a family law issue, start with a consultation. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
The Home Improvement Hour with the guys from True Value.
All right, here we go. Right back to the phone. Hey, Mike, what about Sarver? Any bargains out there today?
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot going. Of course, we're the rental center of the North and Southwest. So Sarver True Value Rental, you can go there. You can find our website, but you can rent anything you need and get the products you need all at Sarver True Value, one stop.
All right, get out there and see Brother Steve and the gang. You're going to absolutely love it. Good people. Here's Rita in Murraysville on KDK. Hey, Rita.
Well, hello there. I'm hoping you can kind of lead me towards maybe something newer than the old-fashioned water softeners for your house. Can you tell me what's out there that I might be able to get and connect up
the water softeners, I don't know, Mike, if there's really been a lot of change in the industry the last
the reverse osmosis systems, I understand, is better. Now, this is not something we really get into out at Sarver, but I would suggest you check into the reverse osmosis programs.
But it's we at our stores we sell a lot of water softener salt for the softener units, but it's not something that we get into selling complete water softener units itself. So, I mean, I track the industry of just about everything. I haven't seen a lot of reports on things that have changed drastically in the water softener industry on it. So I can't tell you if there's anything really super new in it. The reverse osmosis, like Mike said, has been out for probably about 10 years now if you have a real old-fashioned type unit. But, the pellets itself are pretty much haven't changed. There's your regular ones. There's your rust remover ones. I don't have a water softener in my house. I don't feel the need for it, but that's just me and my wife and our personal opinions for it. Mike, I don't know if you have a water softener in yours. No.
Well, I had one for many years, and it was with the pellets. Those pellets was a problem, but then I had young guys that could lift 40, 80-pound bags and bring it in and dump it. And at my age now, I can't do that. And, I don't even have the softener any longer. It's kind of finally gave up the ghost.
Yeah.
So,
well, I do recall reading, and you'd have to correct me, I'd be calling one of the water softener manufacturers. There's a couple big companies in Pittsburgh, like Colligan. Colligan's one of your biggest ones in the city of Pittsburgh that does water purification and water softeners. But I understand they have a saltless one now. Maybe call again and tell them you don't want a type that you got to add water softener pellets to every month because you just can't lift them, and maybe they'd be able to show you something about it. I do vaguely remember seeing somewhere that there's a softener type system that doesn't take the salt pellets anymore.
Okay, well, that would be good.
Yeah.
Well, I really miss it, and lately, I just noticed that it seems the water is so hard.
Yeah.
And it leaves such a nasty scum on everything. And you could be cleaning every time you use the tub or the sink or whatever. Cleaning it constantly to make it look halfway decent. But I thought, well, if anybody knows, you guys know.
So maybe give Colligan a call, see what they could do for you.
Hey, Colligan, man.
That's him.
All right.
That's him, Rob.
Here's Gene in Washington. Hi, Gene.
Good morning. I have a question about a lawnmower. My son's riding lawnmower was running great until my grandson, the last time he used it, he ran it completely out of gas.
Okay.
He has replaced the carburetor, the air filters, the gas filter, the spark plug, the ignition coil, and still no luck.
That's just running a mower out of fuel does not generally cause issues like that. Nothing jumps to mind. I would say this is something that you should have it looked at by a service center. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. You've done everything that would be possible to do above and beyond, and if it's still not starting for you, there's something amiss somewhere. So have it checked out. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Let's get to Carol in the South Hills. Carol, you're on the True Value Home Improvement Show. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
We have a refrigerator that's 3 or 4 years old, and all of a sudden the gasket is loose and in part of it around the door. Is there some adhesive that we could use to put on there?
Yeah, there's a couple. One comes to mind is Seal All. Seal All is a nice clear liquid that does really well. A little bit of a Duco cement, DUCO cement. So either Seal All or Duco cement would be a little dab of that. You want to make sure the surface is clean and dry, and try not too much moisture from humidity and what have you, and get it dried and put a little Duco cement all on that seam and reapply it. It should be in fine shape.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Carol.
All right. We got time for one more call, and it's the last call of the day. Here is Daryl in Finleyville. Hey, Daryl.
Oh, hi, guys. Thank you for your show.
Sure.
I have two quick questions. An older home that doesn't have the third wire ground, if I wanted to change that with a green wire to the existing box, which appears to be metal, is that satisfactory?
If the box is metal, yes, you could ground it.
Okay, and that metal box isn't. It's not grounded back to the bread.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Okay, but that's okay to do that. That's acceptable.
Yes, it's acceptable. Yes, it's going to do what you want. Can I guarantee you it's meeting code? No, I can't do that.
Oh, it's not me. Okay. And my other question is, birds coming in the garden for the berry bushes. Someone said a eagle decoy would work.
Temporarily, yes. You got to move it often. Your better fix is the bird netting. Bird netting is the only true fix for keeping them off the berries. I mean, you're talking their number one, source of luxury food is going to be the berries. They just absolutely devour them. And a decoy moved often is going to help, but the bird netting is going to be your only true defense for berries.
Okay, I saw one of them with a rotating head that I guess
anything like that is going to help, but when the birds see the berries, there's no guarantee they're not going to still go after it, even with an eagle, a hawk, a snake, an owl, or any of those decoys around. They just love berries.
All right, we all love berries, and that owl kind of scares me a little bit, too. All right, here we go. Mike, tell everybody about your store. Go ahead.
Sarver True Value Hardware and Sarver True Value Rental. Everything you need in both the hardware world as well as rental, just right up there in Sarver. Really easy to get to up Route 8, Route 28, and over 356. So come out, check us out, sarvertruevalue.com.
All right, and you can reach me throughout the week. We love doing shows like this. But questions, you could call us at 412-835-5780 or send me an email. I answer them all. It's eveyhdw@gmail.com. Stop out and visit one of your True Value stores today.
Every day is a good day at the hardware store, but you got to admit, Mike, Saturdays are special.
It's the best day of the week.
It is. All right, stay with us. That news coming up next, and then we're back. Alicia Maisel, AAA Essentials Talking Travel, moments away on KDKA.
The proceeding was paid for by True Value. Information on the program was intended solely to further the public's general knowledge about the product. Opinions expressed should not be relied upon for any purpose by any member of the audience.
While you sleep, there are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Let me tell you something about insurance. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. But your business runs all year, so do the gaps and the risk. So go to supersure.com. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just go buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts. It'll translate your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
If you want to know how good it feels to get professional paint work inside your home, go with CertaPro Painters. Hi, this is Larry Richert, and a big opportunity right now. Take advantage of the spring sales event for 10% off qualifying projects through May 15th. The sale ends soon. And remember, each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 78 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Taylor. Pittsburgh police are investigating after a woman was found stabbed downtown. It happened on 2nd Avenue, the 700 block. Two people got into an altercation, and the female victim suffered the minor stab wounds to her arm. She was taken to a hospital, and no word on any suspect descriptions. 16-year-old has been arrested, charged with homicide and other charges after police say he shot and killed a 19-year-old man in Market Square downtown last month. Investigators say Bajan Dankins got into an altercation with a man that police say he knew, 19-year-old Terrell Little. And on that night of May 12th, the altercation occurred. Dankins fired a weapon 5 times, 2 shots striking Little, killing him. Dankins is also facing charges including carrying a firearm without a license, possession of a firearm by a minor, and tampering with evidence. 67th Annual Dollar Bank Three Rivers Arts Festival opening a new chapter this year. Here's News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
The move to Arts Landing from several years at Point State Park marks a new era for the festival. Pittsburgh Cultural Trust Executive Brooke Horsch describes the excitement surrounding the new location.
It's a much better patron experience, right? So attendees to the festival, now that we have our own space with the lawn, we can return to people being able to put out chairs and blankets and not be on a street, a closed street, for the music experience.
The festival runs across 2 weekends, June 5th through the 7th and June 11th through the 14th. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
And the Allegheny County pools are going to be opening today for the 2026 summer season. The pools include Boyce Park Wave Pool, Settlers Cabin Wave Pool, South Park Pool. The North Park Pool will not open today due to mechanical issues, they announced. North Park Pool not opening today. Now, the other county pools, as mentioned, open today, 11:30 a.m. until 7 p.m. Deer Lakes and Round Hill Spray Parks will open for the season. They're free for all visitors. Now, season passes for the county parks are available for purchase. The county pools are open all summer except July 4th and Labor Day. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. AccuWeather forecast next.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
Calling all Pittsburgh creators. Whether you're considering a podcast, launching your first show, or a seasoned pro, it's time to connect. Join us June 16th at Odyssey Pittsburgh for the PodFest Pittsburgh Podcasters Meetup to share ideas, find collaborators, and grow your audience. Search PodFest on Eventbrite and secure your spot today. New to Rivers Casino? Join now and earn up to $1,000 free slot play. Stop by Rush Rewards on your next visit to start earning today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Obsessed with pizza? So are they at Slice on Broadway. The 2025 winner of World's Best Cheese Pizza Slice is right here in the Burgh with 6 Pittsburgh locations, always serving delicious New York-style pizza, hoagies, and salads. Order yours today. Visit sliceonbroadway.com.
Details at kdkaradio.com.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
An early shower gives way to the risk for severe thunderstorms this afternoon and into the early evening with hail, damaging winds, even a tornado possible, the high 79. Then it stays cloudy and humid later tonight with a low of 64 before some sun returns later tomorrow, high 84, with a rather sunny Monday, high 85. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist LaTroy Thornton, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The following program, Talking Travel, is sponsored by AAA Travel Agency. All information provided on this program is supplied by AAA. News Radio KDKA cannot guarantee the accuracy of the information, nor do we warrant the price, availability, or quality of the travel services discussed. If you're planning a getaway, go with the folks who know travel. We're Talking Travel with AAA on 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA. If you're planning a getaway, go with the folks who know travel. We're Talking Travel with AAA on 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
We're going to the Bayou and we're going to Paris, too. We got lots of stuff to get to today. It is your Pratt Pack. Alicia Maisel is here. AAA East Central Talking Travel. I love this hour. And let me just say, when it comes to the Steelers in Paris, they are too legit to quit. They're going to be on this thing hot and heavy right up until the time you touch down in France before the Steelers New Orleans Saints. And it's kind of ironic because you got New Orleans involved, the Bayou in our show today, and they're playing New Orleans. So lots to get to. But a lot of people are out there talking about what they can do in travel. But the place you really want to put your money, because they are legit. They will get you there. You'll get your ticket. You'll have a great time. You'll see the sights. It's AAA East Central. This has become, Alicia, before we get into all of the things that we have to talk about today, she's in the Metropolitan Window video screen. You can click on KDKRadio.com and KDK Watch. This is a truly big ticket item for AAA. Season number 2, last year Ireland, this year Paris.
Yes, we went to Dublin last year, and it was a huge success. Over 100 travelers we took with us. This year, we're going to Paris. Larry Richard is hosting it again, and he is pumped up. But we only have a limited amount of seats, so you have to book fast. It's October 21st through the 26th, so you leave the U.S. on the 21st, and you'll get to Paris on the 22nd. The prices are going to include your round-trip airfare, your transportation to and from the airport when you get to Paris, 4-night hotel accommodations at the Paris Marriott, your tickets to the game, and we have different options of ticket levels you can get, hop-on, hop-off bus, and that's my favorite way to see a city for the first time. You just take the full loop on that hop-on, hop-off bus, and then you go around again and stop at the sites that you really liked or you want to see. Seine River Cruise, which is a really beautiful thing. I've done that. And then we've got that black and gold kickoff party the night before the game, and it will be wonderful. A gift with booking, gratuities for all the included items, services of a AAA tour manager, and a local host. The price is starting at $71.99 per person based on double occupancy. This is booking fast, so we keep wanting to remind everybody, 1-800-354-8761 or visit your local AAA branch.
Listen, you were in that little Dublin crew from last year. I'm sure you'll be making your way to Paris, where you have been on that part of the European continent before. Just the idea of the Steelers is one thing, but these are places like Dublin and Paris that have been two of the biggest travel destinations that I can tell you, recollect on this show over the last 20 plus years. So you're getting truly the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you're going to get to go to the game, but there are so many sites in Paris. The Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, great shopping, and some really great food. The pastries were my favorite. So a lot to see and do. I think Paris is a really amazing place, and why not throw a Steelers game in with it?
Yeah, and believe me, those fans will turn out, and they will definitely be making people recognize who they are in the black and gold. And speaking of the black and gold, that happens to also be the colors of the New Orleans Saints and the French Quarter, the Bayou. So it all really works. So whoever scheduled this game in the NFL hierarchy, you did a good job. So let me ask you, what about Paris on foot? Is it easy to maneuver?
Yeah, I think you can get around pretty well. We always say for this kind of trip, this tour, you have to be an active traveler because there is going to be a lot of walking, and but there's other transportation to get around. You can use that hop-on, hop-off bus as your transportation to get from point A to point B. So that's kind of a cool way to get to all of the sites. But yeah, you definitely have to be an active traveler to go on this type of trip.
Now, you and your significant other, Brandon, are truly Yinzers. They're die-hard Steeler all-sports fans. But you know what? What is it going to be like, do you think? What are the people of Paris going to be imagining or even witnessing once these Steeler fans roll off the tarmac and hit Paris? It's going to be a sight to be seen. But I can tell you one thing. There's probably already a Steelers bar somewhere in Paris.
Absolutely. And when the NFL goes to these international cities for games, they take over. So every bar becomes a sports bar. When we were in Dublin, we were talking to one of the bartenders asking, where did you get all of the Steelers decorations and the NFL decorations? And they said the NFL ships a box to them and says, decorate, have at it. And they were so excited to have us there. And I know Paris is going to be the same way. So what a better way to check Paris off of your bucket list.
Listen, I'm not saying that Mr. Goodell is giving Steeler Nation preferential treatment, but who doesn't love the Rooney family? And he went to W&J College. But look, London, usually, Germany, usually. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but, they've been there, done that. But last year we go to Dublin, never been done. Now Paris, never been done. They're going to Australia. But Steeler fans have had a 1-2 situation to where they're getting to go to some places that really are so recognizable, but they're not recognized for our type of football. Maybe soccer, World Cup, yeah, but when it comes to football, new experience for them and a great opportunity for NFL fans and Steeler fans.
Yeah, so you don't want to miss it. I want to go over the itinerary one more time for those that didn't hear, because I don't want anyone to miss out on this opportunity.
And don't wait to book like in September. Do it now.
It will be gone. So you do have to book early. You have to book now. October 21st through the 26th, round trip air from Pittsburgh, round trip transportation from the airport when you get to Paris. 4-night hotel accommodations at the Marriott, that hop-on, hop-off tour, the Seine River cruise, and your game tickets. And you can pick which level of tickets you'd like, hosted by a AAA tour manager, a local guide, and Larry Richert. 1-800-354-8761 or visit your local AAA branch. This is something you don't want to miss.
Listen, Larry does the PA work at AccuSure for the games. I think what he should do is get on the PA system and introduce every traveler who represents AAA when they get off the bus that takes them to the hotel.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. He was last year on the way to Dublin. He was doing some of that on the plane, so it was comical.
He's good. He really is. Hey, listen, we got a little bit of everything coming up on this show, but you know what I heard the other day, and I thought I'm going to bring this up with Alicia. A lot of people are concerned about gas prices, and I get it. Jet fuel, all these things that are happening. But a national survey done by one of the major networks, people simply said, I don't care what the price is, I'm going on vacation. I wait all year for this. I am going to go full throttle, and many have booked in advance. Many have said they don't care. They'll take the money out of their savings because it only comes around once a year. So all of you naysayers, forget about the price of everything. People are moving forward and going into the summer with a whole lot of happy travelers.
Yes, people are still traveling, and that's the beauty of working with a AAA travel advisor. If you're a little bit flexible, we can still find you those really great prices. So maybe instead of leaving on a Saturday, you leave on a Tuesday, or maybe a week later than you originally planned. And that's why I brought with me today a really great cruise deal for this summer to show you there's still some really great prices out there.
All right, let's talk about some other things. Real ID, something you need to be thinking about. Passports, you need to be thinking about. Membership, you should have been thinking about, but if you haven't, you need to get it. I got my brand new motorist just yesterday. I got it with me in the briefcase. She's got hers. Mm-hmm. Lots of things cooking, so go right ahead.
Yeah, and another thing we have coming up is one of those great TSA pre-check events in our AAA Washington branch. That's June 23rd through the 26th for the TSA pre-check. That's what allows you to get through that security line just a little bit quicker. not take off your shoes, not take all the stuff out of your bag. So that event will be taking place. You can go to AAA.com/TSA, make your reservation, and it's something that you won't regret getting. $78, and it lasts for 5 years. And the convenience of going to a AAA branch to do that is great. So that's AAA Washington.
Don't forget 800-354-8761. That Steelers trip. Don't delay. Do it today. 800-354-8761. We are just underway with Alicia Maisel. She is with me till noon. We have a lot to get to, including New Orleans and a cruise as well. All of it still to come on KDKA and AAA's Talking Travel with your Pratt Pack. Stay right where you are.
Now more than ever, we're the station you can trust for the information you need. KDKA.
Looking for the adventure of a lifetime? Join AAA Travel November 1st through the 8th, 2026. On their featured vacation, explore Machu Picchu. Experience breathtaking scenery, rich culture, and unforgettable moments. Travel with confidence on a professionally guided small group journey. Explore the energy of Lima and the historic charm of Cusco. Experience the beauty and traditions of Peru's Sacred Valley. Meet local communities and enjoy authentic cultural connections. Savor regional cuisine and unique dining experiences. Then board a scenic train through the spectacular Andes Mountains. Your reward is an unforgettable visit to the legendary Machu Picchu. Stand in awe of one of the world's most remarkable destinations. This vacation includes hotel accommodations and transportation, sightseeing, select meals, and expert guides as stated in itinerary. All for just $2,555 per person based on double occupancy. Interest in Peru continues to grow and availability is limited. Secure your spot now before space fills up. Visit your local AAA travel office or call 1-800-354-8761 to learn more.
Spring has sprung, and so have the insects. Win the battle with Harmony Organic Insect Control. Nothing is safer, nothing works better. Harmony is earth-friendly, 100% non-toxic, and safe for plants, people, and pets. Harmony Organic Insect Control kills spiders, aphids, mites, soil lice, millipedes, and hundreds of other garden pests. Find Harmony at participating True Value hardware stores or online at harmonyoic.com. Hello, spring. Goodbye, bugs. Thanks to Harmony Organic Insect Control.
When you're handling an estate or an inherited home, the decisions can feel overwhelming. At Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, we help families through this every single week. We make a quick, fair cash offer on the home, coordinate any cleanouts, help you through the process, and we'll buy it in its current condition. No pressure, no surprises. Visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057 for help selling today. That's 412-500-9057 for help selling today.
Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's local trusted home buyer since 2015.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
We're talking travel with AAA on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Alicia Maisel. So let's go to New Orleans.
Yes, let's. One of my favorite cities. And what better way to do it than one of our AAA featured vacations? We've got the Best of New Orleans coming up September 7th through the 11th. This trip has a ton of great highlights. Lodging right on Bourbon Street, and that's where you want to be. It makes it easy to get everywhere. The French Quarter, this is really cool too. The New Orleans School of Cooking, that will be a good time. Mardi Gras World, National World War II Museum, Laura Plantation, Louisiana Swamp Boat Tour, a steamboat dinner, and a jazz pub. Those are just some of the highlights. Wow. You can find the full trip itinerary on AAA.com/radio. So what the price includes for our Best of New Orleans trip, September 7th through the 11th, is round-trip air from Pittsburgh, round-trip airport and hotel transfers, 4-night hotel accommodations, your luggage handling, 8 meals, all the attractions and admissions on that itinerary you're going to find on AAA.com/radio. Gratuities for the included meals, and of course, services of a AAA tour manager and a local tour director. The price is $28.65 per person based on double occupancy. 1-800-354-8761 or stop in your local branch. But this is a great way to discover New Orleans. You're going to have some inclusions, some free time, that local tour guide to give you all the ins and outs. And this is a city you'll want to keep going back to. Once you take this tour and find your favorite things to do, you'll want to travel there again and, go back to some of those highlights. Cafe Du Monde, and get those beignets and a lot of really great food in New Orleans. And being able to do that school of cooking, that's going to be an experience.
And today being the anniversary of D-Day, June 6, 1944, I have heard nothing but incredible rave reviews of the World War II Museum. If you're into that sort of thing, you're a little young, obviously, but people my age, a little younger, a little older, that's like worth the price of admission right there.
Yeah, and you get a little bit of everything on this, right? So, yes, definitely worth it. We're going to take care of the getting you to all the places, a lot of it walkable. So again, this is an active tour, September 7th through the 11th, Best of New Orleans, $28.65 per person, 800-354-8761. Our AAA branches are open today as well. So you can walk in, get your travel booked, and get a lot of other things done. If you're not a member, now is the time to get that AAA membership. A lot of great deals going on, specifically if you book travel.
And that's a good time weather-wise to be down there, too.
Yeah, September. Yeah, in the summer, it's going to be
sticky.
It's going to be a little bit sticky. And then very interesting when you get into like Mardi Gras season, you never know what it's going to do. It might be cold, it might be hot. So the weather's pretty unpredictable that time of year. So September, definitely a nice time to travel there. And that's why we chose those dates for you. This is a tour we do year after year. It sells out, and our members really love it.
I have heard, and I know you have been there. Have you ever been there during Mardi Gras?
Yeah, several of them.
Listen, she can handle it. She's a professional. But I heard that city has more action, more music, more fun, more food, more entertainment. It never sleeps.
It doesn't. If the people don't leave the bars do not close. The city never sleeps. It truly doesn't. But one of my favorite things was we got there a little bit earlier than the Mardi Gras festivities started, and it was a weeknight. We were able to just sit in a local bar, all open air, and that live music. You cannot get enough live music in New Orleans, and, get some fresh oysters and some really great food. So the live music is everywhere if that's something you like.
You know what else I've heard about New Orleans? And I had some family that actually lived there for a while. Even though you think of the jazz and the foods and the French Quarter, because of the Gulf, you still have a little bit of that resort feel, too, as far as water and all the things that go with that.
Yeah, and this tour we're talking about today has that steamboat dinner. So you'll get a little experience on the water and a really nice evening. So, yes, lots to do in New Orleans. September 7th to the 11th, we've got the perfect tour for you. So call today, 1-800-354-8761, or visit your local AAA branch. They are open today.
And that town, I heard, it's a walk from one place to the next, and it's just like a short walk.
Yeah, it is a short walk, and you'll discover different things along the way. One of my favorite things was a place called Mother's. It was Southern cooking, fried chicken,
catfish,
all of those things. And we ran into that place. Now, every time we go, it's somewhere we have to go back to.
Now, listen, she's brought a bouquet of great ideas as far as travel. So I'm going to let her roll. And we still have a cruise that's going to be coming your way as well. But don't forget, 800-354-8761, whether it's New Orleans in September or the Steelers next season in Paris, don't put this stuff off. Make your plans, or if today's the day that you're saying we got to get that travel booked for the summer, whatever's on your mind, many of the AAA Central offices are open today, too. So 800-354-8761. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we talked Best of New Orleans, the Steel City kickoff in Paris. Neither of these tours will last long, but I do want to talk about something else. Booking with a AAA travel advisor, they're going to offer you travel insurance. insurance. Allianz Travel Insurance is our preferred vendor, and you always want to purchase that. Usually the first response our agents get is, I don't need insurance. I'm not canceling. It's not just for cancellations. While it's helpful if you do have an unforeseen medical emergency to you or an immediate family member, it covers other things like trip delay. You got delayed in the airport, baggage loss or delay. I know that Andrea, another one of our hosts, has experienced that and talked about the ease of filing that claim right on your phone. And by the time you're home, you're reimbursed. Also covers for emergency medical or dental emergencies. So a lot of coverage with travel insurance. I always say travel protections covers for cancellation, but emergencies while you're traveling as well. So when you're talking to your AAA travel agent today, hopefully booking the Steel City kickoff in Paris, make sure you include the AAA travel insurance with Allianz. So didn't want to forget to mention that most important thing while you're traveling. So we have a lot more to talk about today, a lot of different itineraries. And with Morgan Wallen in town, the CMA Fest going on in Nashville, I have to talk about an opportunity we have. It's Nashville and the CMA Awards. So yes, the CMA Awards you can attend, and we have a package just for you. November 16th through the 20th. Of this year. Some of the highlights are a downtown Nashville hotel, guided city tour, Country Music Hall of Fame, Grand Ole Opry, dinner at Margaritaville, and the 60th annual CMA Awards that you'll get to attend in reserved upper level seating. So what does this trip include? Round trip air from Pittsburgh, of course, always including that transportation to and from the airport to make it convenient for our travelers. 4 nights hotel accommodations, luggage handling, and get this, 10 meals included in this price. And then your reserved seating at the CMA Awards. I always thought it'd be so cool to attend the CMA Awards. Attractions and admissions, as stated on the itinerary, you can find on AAA.com/radio. The price is $36.35 per person, based on double occupancy. And again, to book that, 1-800-354-8761, or stop in your local AAA branch, and don't forget to ask for that Allianz travel insurance.
But just remember, I'm always looking for the deal. That 10 meals alone is worth that price.
Yeah, having meals included is such a value. I think you don't realize how much you're coming out of pocket on vacation until you get home and check that credit card bill or your bank account. And you're like, wow, that was more expensive than I thought. So booking a tour that has inclusions like this, your sightseeing and your meals, can save you money in advance.
Yeah, you just think for 2 and a couple of drinks, it's well over $100.
Yeah.
And that's really underestimating. It's probably a lot more than that when you're on vacation.
In some of these popular cities, some of these places you want to go, of course, the prices are going to be a little bit higher. So every time you sit down for a meal, that's adding up. So having that included, having somebody take you to all the highlights, the city tour alone, right? That's a great value. $36.35 per person.
800-354-8761. She's got more things to inform you about, so stay with us. 2 more segments with Alicia Maisel, and still to come, that Princess Cruise getaway. You do not want to miss that as well, too. Don't forget, AAA.com/radio for everything that we talk about on this show. Coming up next hour, first Saturday of the month, so I get an hour off today. It'll be Lynn Hayes Freeland, Minority Health Matters, and that's literally about 30 minutes away right here today on KDKA. Rob's coming up next with the news at the bottom of the hour, then back with more Talking Travel. AAA's own Alicia Maisel today with your Pratt Pack on KDKA. Good morning.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, rock star. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
I've been burned before.
I was just repeating the same patterns. It turns out I had a type.
Workplaces everywhere are looking for love. And by love, we mean the easy way to order food at work. Easy Cater.
I thought ordering from great restaurants at work had to be complicated, but then I met Easy Cater. So many options, so flexible, and when I ordered for 50 gluten-free vegans without going over budget, I knew I'd found the platform I wanted to do life and lunch with.
Fall in love with Easy Cater. Start an order at easycater.com.
Jumpin' June savings at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, USDA Choice Boneless Top Sirloin Steak, $7.99 a pound. In the produce department, red or green seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the deli, Cedar Hollow Sweet Cherrywood Ham, $8.99 a pound. And additional savings this week, selected varieties of Kraft Chunk or shredded cheese, 7 to 8 ounce packages, 2 for $4.
It's happening at Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we are here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance wants you to know a lot of things in life are preventable.
Ooh, gas station sushi.
That's preventable. And even colon cancer can be preventable if you get screened. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor. Go to colorectalcancer.org to learn more.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 78 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 11:30. I'm Rob Taylor. Well, no more verbal warnings. Paul Miller's Law now in effect here in Pennsylvania, which means police in Pennsylvania can officially issue $50 fines to drivers caught using a handheld cell phone or interactive mobile device. Driving expert Jim Clare says this law is a step in the right direction, but it doesn't go far enough.
Carnegie Mellon a couple of years ago did a study using all three systems, hands-free, handheld, and then sync system also. They put people in vehicles, they drove, they wired their brains all up, they put them through driving courses. All three systems fared the same way in diminishing decision-making power with your brain. So it's a step in the right direction, I think, but I think we can go a little further, too.
The ban applies while moving and when temporarily stopped at red lights, stop signs, or in gridlock traffic. Well, former Kennywood CEO Harry Henninger Jr. has died. Better known as Henny, he began working in the family business as a teenager. He managed to work his way up from men's locker room at the swimming pool to Kennywood's CEO. He retired in 2007. Henny gained popularity after Rick Seaback's documentary Kennywood Memories was released late in 1980 on WQED. Henry Henninger, who died on Tuesday, was 80 years old. KDK Radio News Time, 11:31. The news brought to you by RomeMonuments.com. Time to visit RomeMonuments.com. Life is a journey to remember. Memorialize that journey. RomeMonuments.com. I'm Rob Taylor on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDK.
Zero Res wants to help you clean your home. Big summer savings with 3 rooms cleaned starting at $139 and $599 per system for air duct cleaning. Visit ZeroResPGH.com and ask for the KDKA special.
My wife Barb and I celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary with a Florida family vacation. The intense August heat prompted me to share a story with my grandkids about working my first job as an assistant golf pro in my early 20s. I earned $2.10 an hour and was thrilled when I found a great pair of work shoes for only $7. They were injection molded plastic. Even the stitching was plastic. I felt like I'd hit the jackpot with those fine-looking shoes. That was until I was teaching a golf lesson on a hot summer day when, standing on the tee, I felt my feet burning up and realized my shoes were literally melting onto the grass. I suddenly realized why they'd been such a bargain. Remembering times like those make me appreciate the journey of my life. At Botkin Family Wealth Management, we're interested in hearing your story because understanding your beginnings is an important part of appreciating what it took to get where you are today. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
What if you could buy a flippable, two-sided mattress made with the finest materials that cost less than other luxury brands? This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory, and this is exactly what you'll find with our new Orthos line available exclusively at OMF. We build these by hand using premium materials like wool and cotton. It's old-world craftsmanship with modern comfort, our most extraordinary sleep system. Built locally at a price other luxury brands just can't match. Visit the Original Mattress Factory and experience the Orthos line for yourself.
If you're the type of person who looks for high-quality products at a fair price, we would love for you to consider the Original Mattress Factory. All of our beds are hand-built in local factories using only the best materials. Because we sell factory direct, we eliminate the middleman markup, which allows us to offer great beds at a great value. If you hate games and gimmicks, we think that you'll find our honest, transparent approach refreshing. Stop by one of our locations today to experience the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clouds and intervals of sunshine this afternoon and evening with thunderstorms that can be severe. Flash flooding, hail, damaging winds, even a tornado possible. High 79. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zayer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The following program is paid for by AAA.
We're talking travel with AAA on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, we got lots of things. And before we take a 7-night Eastern Caribbean with Turks and Caicos cruise on the Caribbean Princess, she's got a few more goodies up her sleeve. Here she is, Alicia Maisel. Alicia.
Yes, so we talked about the Steel City kickoff in Paris. AAA is taking you to Paris to watch the Steelers take on the Saints. Hosted by Larry Richard. That's going to include your round-trip airfare, transportation while you're there, 4-night hotel accommodations, sightseeing, game tickets, $71.99 per person based on double occupancy. Wanted to make sure we reviewed that one more time. We don't want anyone to miss it. 800-354-8761. We also went to Nashville for the CMAs and New Orleans for a great tour with a lot of inclusions. If any of these interest you, AAA.com/radio. You can see the full itinerary. We have AAA travel agents in our call center today, 800-354-8761. And those AAA branches are also open. A little bit earlier, we talked about that great TSA pre-check event at our Washington, June 23rd through the 26th. You can go on AAA.com/TSA, make that appointment. It's so much more convenient to do this at a AAA office. AAA.com/TSA, $78. It will last for 5 years. It's such a convenience at the airport. Our beautiful new airport is already easy to get through. With a TSA pre-check, it's even easier. Have you been out there yet, Rob?
Once, but I didn't get to take the grand tour, but I hopefully will do that very soon. But I do want to say one thing. Aer Lingus, it's been nothing but rave reviews.
Yes.
Love it. I see it all over social media. They love it.
And people are booking from Pittsburgh. That's the most important thing. We have to fill up the service in order for that flight to keep on going. And I think it will. It's had such great feedback. We're so excited about it. It's almost as quick to get to Dublin as it is the West Coast. So how amazing is that we have that from Pittsburgh? We have that new airport. Such great things are coming our way. Our AAA travel advisors are so excited about it. They talk about different packages they put together, whether they've built a custom tour to Ireland or they've sent somebody on a tour we already have arranged. So we have a lot of different options at AAA Travel to help you get to Ireland.
Something else they've been talking about what Aer Lingus could do, it could actually bring, even though people do a lot of Zoom calls today and they don't have that business traveler lifestyle as they once did, but they said this could stimulate and bring a lot of business from Ireland to Pittsburgh too, and this country because of that nonstop. So it's more than just sightseers that this could benefit.
Yeah, it's amazing. So super excited about it, specifically in the travel agency. But yes, it's such a great add-on to the great flights we have out of Pittsburgh.
800-354-8761. So let me get two perspectives here. Having a Guinness with Steeler fans in Ireland, did you just have a second or two to reflect and say, I can't believe I'm doing this?
Oh, Oh, absolutely. I think the whole time we were there, we were saying, we can't believe we're here. We can't believe we had the opportunity to come here and experience this. And I think all of our other fellow Steeler fans felt the same way.
I mean, we have the Rooney family, and Mr. Rooney was the ambassador to Ireland. That's an amazing story. To take Steeler fans to play a game in Dublin, tremendous.
Yeah, we still talk about it, and I know a lot of other people still talk about it too. It was definitely something that, you know, we were so fortunate to experience. And that's why when we talk about this Steeler trip in Paris, I don't want anyone to miss it. I want them to have that great experience we had, those great memories, because this is once in a lifetime.
Yeah, so when you go to France, Paris, you'll be drinking wine. But what I think somebody should do is find a way to get some Islay Swiss cheese over there to go with your wine, or maybe some Iron City beer as opposed to wine. So it's just what AAA East Central does, creating memories and even this type of stuff, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite things is to hear the feedback from the travelers, right? When they get back, they fill out a survey and give us the feedback, tell us the things that they loved about the trip, or we do a follow-up call, and love to hear a happy traveler, and we have a lot of those at AAA Travel.
No doubt. All right, listen, we're going to do a little cruise here, then we'll come back and recap everything, but remember, AAA.com/radio for everything we talk about on the show, and that number to book all of the great itineraries, 800-354-8761, 800-354-8761. Let's set sail. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about trips that are taking place in the fall, and they were all on land. And so now we're off to a cruise. And if you're still looking to travel this summer, there's some really great deals available for you. We have Princess Cruise Line, Caribbean Princess, August 9th through the 16th. This is going to go out of Port Canaveral, so you'd fly into Orlando. A lot of pre-night opportunity there. And go to Nassau, Bahamas, Princess Cay's Bahamas, which is beautiful. A day at sea, Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, another day at sea to enjoy that ship, and back to Port Canaveral. The inside cabin is starting at $609 per person based on double occupancy. That's right, $609 per person based on double occupancy. And a cruise includes your onboard meals, entertainment, taxes, and port charges. So all you have to purchase is your airfare to get there. $609 per person based on double occupancy. If you're looking for an upgrade to that ocean view cabin, it's only $819 per person based on double occupancy. Or my favorite, the balcony, $1,209 per person based on double occupancy. 1-800-354-8761 or visit your local AAA branch. Now, I'll tell you why the balcony is my favorite. $1,209 per person, great price. That's going to include all of your onboard meals. And what else is included is room service. So every night I fill out the room service card and I get coffee delivered to my room in the morning and sit on the balcony, enjoy that cup of coffee. It is the best thing. And then I go hit the breakfast buffet. So unlimited food. Cruises are such a great way to see a couple destinations in one trip. And if you haven't booked your summer vacation, this is August 9th through the 16th with some really great prices. Your AAA travel advisor can help you plan pre-nights, your airfare, and tell you more about this great Princess Cruise.
One thing when you're on the balcony of a cruise ship, no matter what time of day or night, whether you're looking at the stars and moon above or the bright blue skies and those puffy white clouds, and you look out over the ocean, you realize how small you are compared to the world. You know, you're just a little thimble of water in the ocean.
It's amazing. You're looking out and there is nothing.
Vast.
You might see another ship off in the distance, and then usually in the morning you're pulling up to, your destination, whatever your itinerary is, and it's really amazing seeing some of these islands from the ship and slowly pulling up. And then you have the opportunity to get off and explore the island. You can book an excursion and have, the cruise line take you to what you want to see, explore on your own. or you can hog the ship. Everybody's on the island, and you can do anything you want on the ship. So many different ways to experience a cruise.
So remember, 800-354-8761. Tell them about travel insurance, please.
Yes, Allianz Travel Insurance is always going to be recommended by our AAA travel advisors. This is not just for cancellation. This is to protect you while you're traveling. So baggage loss, baggage delay, trip delay, or something happens, emergency medical or dental while you're traveling. And if you unfortunately need to cancel, you're going to be covered with this for those unforeseen medical reasons. So always protect your investment. It's a small fee to cover a large investment.
If for not anything else, your luggage.
Yeah. Yeah, and we hear good news stories about that all the time. And Allianz has an app now that really helps you manage that better. So you can file claims really quickly with that.
All right, so the Eiffel Tower, you've seen it up close and personal. Describe it. Like a big erector set? What is it?
Yeah, so...
Massive steel structure as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, so that... No one's asked me that, Rob. You know, everyone sees pictures.
And I get paid what I get paid.
So the Eiffel Tower, I took a walk from the hotel to the Eiffel Tower and walked up to it, and it was breathtaking, amazing, really even more beautiful than it was in pictures. But, you know, I tried to take a selfie, and I couldn't quite fit it all in. So I had to ask a stranger to take a picture. And then we went back that evening when all the lights were lit up.
Beautiful.
And we said, we have to take a ride to the top.
So are there different things on different floors that have...
So there is a restaurant in the Eiffel Tower, and then you can go up onto the sightseeing
observatory place, right?
All the way up top, and it's high. I took about few steps out, looked, and got right back down. It was really high.
It's high.
But does it offer breathtaking views of Paris, especially at night? I always love to see the whole city lit up. So if that's something you're interested in, I would recommend going at night and going all the way up to the top. Or if you're fortunate enough to get a reservation to eat in the Eiffel Tower, definitely do that, but that will require a reservation in advance.
Got to have some connections to do that. All right, 800-354-8761, 800-354-8761, Dream It, Plan It, Book It. We're coming back. One more segment. We're going to go through everything. Alicia Maisel, AAA Central's Talking Travel. Back with more in a moment. KDKA.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
With multiple tri-state neuropathy centers treatment locations throughout the region, relief from peripheral neuropathy has never been more accessible and successful. Here's Sean Ritchie, founder and DC of Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, with one of his stories from helping over 15,000 patients regain their comfort, mobility, and quality of life.
James from Youngwood suffered for 10 years. He had all the symptoms of neuropathy, the numbness, the pain, the burning, the stabbing, even had these jumpy legs at night. It was destroying his life, and he had to quit his job. After going through our non-invasive treatment program, we were able to get him pain-free, sleeping again. In fact, he told me he went hunting this year and was able to do it without any problem.
Tri-State Neuropathy Centers help James. Let them help you next. Call 724-940-9000 for an initial free consultation. That's 724-940-9000. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, the leader in treating peripheral neuropathy. Learn more at marydanstin.com.
Tickets are on sale now for the upcoming season of the Pittsburgh Speaker Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, with Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, historian Anne Applebaum, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, former NASA Administrator Charles Bolden, and acclaimed war photographer Lindsay Addario. For information and tickets, go to pittsburghspeakers.org. Sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
We're talking travel with AAA on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Let's begin the final segment by telling you what we began the show with. A trip for Steeler fans to Paris. And again, 800-354-8761. Alicia.
Yeah, so we talked a lot of travel today and a lot of great opportunities. But one of the best opportunities we have coming up that you do not want to miss is the Steel City Kickoff in Paris, hosted by KDKA's Larry Richard. We're really excited about this. Limited amount of seats, so you do have to book soon. October 21st through the 26th, including that round trip air from Pittsburgh, your transportation while you're there, 4 nights at the Paris Marriott Opera Ambassador Hotel, hop on, hop off sightseeing bus, Seine River cruise, and a black and gold kickoff party along with those game tickets, if I didn't mention that. $71.99 per person based on double occupancy. 1-800-354-8761. We don't expect to see this one around long. And as a matter of fact, the only place that we've talked about this is on KDKA. So we have not advertised it yet. We will be soon, and you'll see the availability disappear. So now is the time to get that confirmed if you're interested. And we do have those travel advisors working today. And then we took off to what better than Best of New Orleans, September 7th to the 11th, with some amazing highlights, including the School of Cooking, the World War II Museum, Mardi Gras World, a swamp boat tour. So many inclusions that you can find on AAA.com/radio. This is September 7th through the 11th. Again, includes round trip air, round trip motor coach transportation from the airport, your hotel accommodations, 8 meals. We were talking about how valuable it is to have meals and sightseeing included. You're not coming out of pocket the whole trip. Attractions per that itinerary on AAA.com/radio, and services of a local guide and AAA tour manager. $28.65 per person based on double occupancy. Again, 800-354-8761. And then it's a country music weekend in Pittsburgh. It's a country music weekend in Nashville. So I wanted to tell everybody about Nashville and the CMA Awards with our AAA featured vacations, November 16th through the 20th. This includes a 4-night stay in downtown Nashville, prime location, and a ton of inclusions, including the Grand Ole Opry, Country Music Hall of Fame, really cool, been there, a guided city tour, you have some dinners, and of course, your upper level seating at the 60th Annual CMA Awards. So that price is going to include your round trip airfare, transportation from the airport, hotel accommodations, and this one's really great, 10 meals. AAA.com/radio for that full itinerary. And don't forget, this trip is allowing you to go to the CMA Awards, $36.35 per person based on double occupancy. And then finally, we had that last minute cruise, that last minute summer deal. If you haven't booked your summer vacation yet, you have to get somewhere this summer, August 9th through the 16th. Princess Cruise Lines on the Caribbean Princess. This itinerary gives you 2 days at sea to explore and enjoy this ship. And then you're going to go to the Bahamas, Nassau, Princess Cay, Amber Cove, and Turks and Caicos. That's on my bucket list. So an inside cabin, an amazing deal, $609 per person based on double occupancy. Ocean view cabin, $819 per person based on double. And finally, a balcony, $1,209 per person based on double occupancy. This includes your onboard meals, entertainment, taxes, port charges, One of our AAA travel advisors can help with pre-nights if you want to book airfare. But these prices are too low to back up. And August is right around the corner. 800-354-8761 or visit your local AAA branch.
So what do you look forward to when it comes to summertime? What do you like to do in the summer? If it comes down to a vacation, you and Brandon, a little getaway, what makes you content?
Oh, so we love to do a lot of things. So I always just look for a good opportunity, maybe somewhere we haven't traveled to, or like I was saying earlier, if you're flexible, you can always find good deals, right? Even though it's hot, we love to go to Florida. We go to Florida in the summer. You'll find some great deals because the weather's warm, but we love Florida. But the national parks is on my list to do during the summer. I'd really love to go explore the national parks. And then we do some drive trips too, right? You can always use that show your card and save discount for different hotels within driving distance, whether you like to drive to Ocean City or maybe somewhere in West Virginia, there's the Stonewall Resort, which I used to spend my birthday there every weekend. It's such a beautiful resort. I don't even golf. It's on a golf course. Still loved it. They got a great pool, a great spa. They offer a AAA rate. So a lot of great things to do during the summer.
Listen, if it's got a little bit of a beach, it's got a little bit of a town, that's got a little bit of live music, a little bit of adult beverages, and a nice little quaint place to put my head for a few hours a day, I'm gold.
Yeah, that's right up my alley too. And like I said, even if the weather is a little warmer than you like, you can always find that air conditioning. But I love the sunshine, the sand.
People that say to me it's too hot this time of year in places like Florida, I love the heat, man. I always have. I mean, that's what summer vacation's all about. And you really should, if you have an issue, you should get a little bit of a base with the sun. And then, head off and, soak up some sun. It's a week, get out and just smell some fresh air, even if it is a little warm, right?
Yeah. We actually just got back from Antigua, which is in the Caribbean.
Nice.
There's a big group of us that went, and I had been in Florida the week before, so I had my base already. But I think all 14 travelers we were with got a nice burn.
What do you think people say the best time is? And I've documented this, to be on the beach if you want to get the best sun.
Oh, gosh, we have this argument. My group of friends, we have this argument all the time, but 5 to 6?
You're right.
Oh, I'll have to tell everybody. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. It's not noon. It's not 2 in the afternoon. It's even people say, the overcast early in the morning. No, it's between 5 and 6.
Yeah, so that's, what I say, but noon is usually the argument. So, yeah, those evenings at the beach are the best.
Vacation, when I was your age, I wasn't even getting up till noon because I was out till like 6 in the morning. Are you kidding me?
I don't like to leave the beach until the sun is setting. And if you're on the beach where the sun is setting, it's always so beautiful, no matter where you are.
I'm still like a child, and when I work the weekends, I have to try to get to bed early because I got to get up at 2. And last night, once again, 11:30, I'm struggling to fall asleep. But I'll be honest with you, I love staying up late, and I love getting up at a later hour. And as far as I'm concerned, vacations, late at night, on a boardwalk, on a beach, under the stars, listening to dance music, live music, and then getting up when you want, nice breakfast, and hanging out at the beach, that's a great vacation.
Oh, yeah. I like to stay up late and get up early. I don't want to miss anything while I'm on vacation.
That's why you're a champ. Hey, great show. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
The great Alicia Maisel. Don't forget, 800-354-8761, 800-354-8761. And for everything we talked about on the show, including that Steelers trip, don't miss out. Go to AAA.com/radio. In just a couple of hours, we'll do it again tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, Rob Taylor is next with the new news on KDKA.
The proceeding was paid for by AAA. Information on the program was intended solely to further the public's general knowledge about the product. Opinions expressed should not be relied upon for any purpose by any member of the audience.
While you sleep, There are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate.
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
Or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. And built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 79 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12 o'clock. I'm Rob Taylor. A 16-year-old has been arrested, charged with homicide and other charges after police say he shot and killed a 19-year-old man in Market Square in downtown. Investigators say Bajan Dankins got into an altercation with a man that police say he knew, 19-year-old Terrell Little, on the night of May 12th. Police say Dankins fired a weapon 5 times, with 2 shots striking Little, killing him. Dankins is also facing charges including carrying a firearm without a license, possession of a firearm by a minor, and tampering with evidence. Police asking for your help in tracking down a driver of a black pickup truck who investigators say didn't stop after a hit and run. Investigators say a large, sharp piece of metal flew off the back of a flatbed and hit the windshield of the vehicle behind. It happened around 11:30 on Friday morning near the Jessup Place and Route 40 Chestnut Street exits along I-70 in Washington County. Now, that piece of metal hit a female passenger sitting in the vehicle's back row in the head. She was flown to a Pittsburgh hospital in critical condition. Anyone with information is asked to call the State Police Washington Barracks. Police investigating after a woman was stabbed downtown Pittsburgh. It happened around 9:15 Friday night following an altercation between 2 people in the 700 block of 2nd Avenue. Female victim suffered stab wounds to her arm. She was transported to the hospital. Right now, no word on her condition. Still no word on if any suspects have been apprehended. Well, a Greensburg woman facing criminal charges after police say a 4-year-old child in her care ate half of a marijuana gummy. Officers say 32-year-old Sarah Murray ate half of a marijuana gummy and left the other half on a nightstand, and police believe the child ate the other half. Child showed signs of being under the influence and had seizure-like symptoms. He was transported to Children's Hospital, stayed there for several days. Murray's facing charges of endangering the welfare of children and recklessly endangering another person. Well, if you happen to be heading to the Allegheny County pools today, they're open for the 2026 summer season. First day. Pools include Boyce Park Wave Pool, Settlers Cabin Wave Pool, South Park Pool. Now, the North Park Pool, not open today. Delayed due to mechanical issues. County pools are going to be open from 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Also, the Deer Lakes and Round Hill Spray Parks will open for the season. They are free for all visitors. Season passes available for purchase for the county pools. They're open all summer except